Welcome to the It's All Fine and Danjee podcast, where hosts Dan and Angie talk with creatives, small business owners, charities, and all kinds of interesting people. It's all real talk. It's all fine and dandy.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the show. Hopefully you've been here before. If not, welcome to the show for the first time.
Yes.
Today we are doing something a little bit different. You may have already noticed if you're a regular here that we had a different intro, and we've made some significant changes to the show moving forward.
We have. So we're changing it up a little bit. We're still going to meet with those in the community, some fantastic creatives in the community, as well as small businesses, which we love to support.
Yes.
Nonprofits, grassroots charities in the area. But we're also going to just, start chatting with people that we just find really interesting or that we meet in the community that have an awesome story to tell.
Yeah,
and,
I love that.
We're going to get a little more real.
Yeah. And just for a little clarity on what we mean by a little more real. So since we started the show, this is episode 117 right
Yes.
now.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to stop doing that. For one, we're going to stop announcing those episodes. But I mention it right now only to say it's been this many episodes, which is quite a few. And we are very happy with what we've done. Mm-hmm. But there's a part of it. So Angie and I both have been talking about wanting to do different podcasts. Like she had another one she was thinking about doing. I had another one I was thinking about doing. And we started talking about, well, why are we trying to do a different one? Let's think about what's different,
What's behind it.
Yeah, what's behind it. And I think for me, and I'll let Angie speak for herself here, but helping the charities and working with charities and working with the community is something we've wanted to do for a long time. It's been so cool to meet creatives and other business owners, and we've made like real friends from this, and we feel like a sense of community, and it's very cool. It's very, very cool. But there's a little part of it that because we're working with some charitable organizations, we really wanted to keep the show squeaky clean.
Yeah.
And that's not really how we are in day-to-day life.
No.
We're not talking like we're going to go off the deep end or anything, but we just want it to be more real.
Yeah. Yeah. So it won't be a PG show anymore. Let's just put it that way. So if you're listening with the kids in the car, we're going to give you a heads up for the next few episodes that, there might be some language that's not appropriate for children. So let's just put it that way.
Yeah, it's going to be real. We're just going to be real. And we'll play off the guests. And when it's just Angie and I, we are regular people. And sometimes we curse if we get excited about it. We just kind of want it to be more relaxed and less like a professional sort of corporate vibe in here.
Yeah. And of course, we want to respect our guests that are on the show as well. So if our guest, that kind of, camaraderie is not going to happen with some guests, that's fine. We can do that too.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like I'm more relaxed if something does pop out of my mouth, like, oh shit, I just messed something up. Yeah. I don't have to freak out about it. And Dan doesn't have to do all this editing because it happens. It does happen. So I definitely feel like this is going to be able to just enable us to engage in more adult content because that's who we have on the show are adults. So if we want to have a little more adult language or just real talk with adults on the show, we're able to do that. We're free to do it because you have to be rated a G show, PG, right? Or clean or there's a place. There's a rating. So you have to choose one basically.
Yeah, there's a place in like Apple Music and I forget where else where you go in and you put in what your rating is. So I'm going to be changing that. But just, like Angie said, some people have the kids in the car, they're driving to work, they're driving to, these days it's a little different anyway, but traditionally you're driving to drive your kids to school or even preschool or daycare or whatever. And it's common for people to listen to podcasts at that time. So we just want to make it clear that, you be the judge. You're the parent. I was a very liberal parent, so I probably would have done it anyway. But, you be the judge. There's going to be some language or maybe some topics. I mean, we might be talking about sex. We might be who knows what we're talking about. Yeah. But it may be something that you just don't want your kids to hear. So we just wanted to let you know you've been warned again.
Heads up.
Yeah, again, but I think it's going to be a lot more casual, a lot more real like we really are in real life.
Yeah, like I feel like I don't have to edit myself so much. You
Same
know what
here.
I mean?
Same
And,
here. Yeah, and I feel more authentic.
Not
like,
that I was being fakey.
That's what I was getting at. Yeah.
Like I didn't feel like I was being fake because, I mean, after the show or before the show, you know, we just had to let them know, hey, this is not how we normally do things, you know.
How we talk,
But if you make a mistake, it's okay. We can edit that out. But now we don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm very comfortable with that.
Me too. And the banter, you know?
Yeah, and the banter. And I do like that, you know, we can get into some adult content, which us adults need to.
Yes.
Like I needed, like, that's why I was going to start another podcast, is because I almost felt like I needed a release from that. But then we talked about it, and, you know, this is our hobby together. This is what, you know, we get out and meet people, and, you know, we've met some amazing, interesting, I mean, everybody's had, you know, an interesting story or business or art that they do, you know, but, this is what we do together. And if we do separate podcasts, that's going to take time away from each other. And that's not what we want to do either.
Right. So, but we want the opportunity to introduce some of those things that we may have done separately. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that I feel like this would be really cool. Be very cool. So prepare for changes. We're making changes on the website. We're making changes to the format. We're making changes to sort of some of the guests that we want to have on. Like Angie said, you know, sometimes in life, you just either know or you've met someone that is really interesting. You can just tell the way they speak, the way the things they're doing.
Thing they've been through in life.
Right. And it might not be a business or a charity or an artist. And I know we've done that a couple times, like during those inspirational months, we're trying to people that had make some life transformations, but we, you know, the floodgates are open now. We can have whoever we want. We can talk however we want. And I feel like it'll be a lot more compelling. Yes. My favorite podcast, and I know this is such a mainstream thing now, is Joe Rogan. Yeah. And Joe Rogan will talk to all different kinds of people, from these highly intellectual people to his crazy friends to, you know, different artists. And sometimes it's a very deep science, like Neil deGrasse Tyson's on there, and it's a deeply scientific conversation. He's a theoretical physicist. And other times it's like an actor buddy he knows, and the F-bombs are flying, and it's awesome. It is such a great format.
Yeah, so he has such a wide range, and I think that's kind of where we want to be as well, because I think we're very good about molding ourselves to however the conversation needs to go. Yeah. But I do feel like this makes us more, just during the podcast, able to just let stuff out if we need to. Yeah. Our guests can let it out if they need to, and we don't have to worry about, you know, editing all that out.
Right. So, we can be authentic.
Time to make a change for once in our lives.
Is that the Man in the Mirror? I knew it. It's your favorite song.
Gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Yeah, there's my moment.
I was just going to listen through. Sounds great.
That's one of my favorite songs.
I know. I know. Angie has this thing where she'll go around the house and she will randomly sing a song, and it's like, a lot of it's like from the 70s or the 80s. What's the one you do? The woman?
I'm every woman. It's all in me. Anything you want done, baby.
See, there you go. We're going to do an episode of just you singing.
I told you should start keeping like a little compilation.
Compilation. You got it right.
Compilation of all the songs that I sang. And you should make me a mixtape like Chandler did for Monica.
Oh,
but it should be an actual mixtape that you made.
Wasn't that one? Didn't Janice actually make that?
Yeah, and she starts singing to him in it. Oh, it's hilarious. Well, we've had a couple fun weekends. I've been like lining up the date night weekends because Dan has a surgery on August 26th.
Supposedly. Now, I'm reading that with the virus spike again, some of the hospitals, Advent Health, I just read, they're not doing surgeries now except absolute emergencies, so I may have to wait. I hope not, but
I've been kind of keeping it like action packed.
Yeah, and get it crammed in.
Yeah. So for our little reception / open house that we did with all of our, you know, family that came over and our close friends, some of them got us a gift certificate to Old Kinderhook. Glass blowing.
Yes, that was so awesome with Gannon and Brittany. They were on a previous episode here. Yep. And I don't remember it was only maybe 5 episodes back. Yeah. But that was really fun. Yeah. That was really cool.
So if you're looking for like a unique date night, guys, this is so cool. It's right here in our hometown of Apopka, where we live in Florida. And it's you think glass blowing, you're going to be all hot and sweaty and you're going to be gross afterwards. That's not the environment they have created there.
Yeah.
So we definitely encourage you to check out their episode number. I'll tell it to you by the end of the show. I don't have it in my head right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like 68 degrees in the beautiful little shop that they have.
Yeah, wear a long sleeve shirt, recommended.
Yeah, wear a long sleeve shirt. And you actually get to step by step create your own piece of little hand blown art.
Yeah.
It's a little pendant that you put on a necklace, but we've decided to display it up as art in our house.
Yeah. It's like 25 steps that you go through. I mean, I have the number right, but you get to get right up on the torch and hold the glass, and you're turning the glass and you're sticking in the pieces together. It's very, very cool.
Yeah. And your instructor is there every step of the way, and they're educating you about the whole process. So it's like you're like learning the whole step of the way. You're not just, they don't just let you go at it, but they're teaching you about the whole process and about the dangers of it and why you do have to be careful, but how you can actually create this piece. So
such a fun time.
Really great date night. So definitely keep an eye out for your open weekends, and they book up pretty fast. So make sure that you get your date picked.
Book in advance, but it is a great date night. And I mean, this isn't really a small business, but Gators is in the same shopping center here. So it's a good opportunity. You can literally, that's what we did. You go there, do your glass blowing thing, and then go down to Gators and get some wings. It's a perfect little spot for it.
That's right. Everything is all in one little area.
Yeah,
so
I thought you were going to mention and we've got a couple other things coming up for date nights and that we've done. When you said the gift certificate thing, I thought you were talking about the Bartesian thing that we got for our wedding / housewarming party.
Yeah, so we did. We got a gift certificate towards a Bartesian, and this is like this automated little home cocktail.
Oh, it's amazing.
Maker. It's like a Keurig for cocktails.
It makes,
and it's so yummy, guys.
It makes like over 100 drinks. I don't know the exact number again, but
it is over 100.
Is it over 100?
Yeah. So they have different little capsules that you purchase that have the mix already in there.
Yep.
And then you have the different alcohols in your house. And you put it in this little machine, and then you hit a button, and you make a cocktail. It's quite amazing.
We keep talking about it. Maybe we'll end up they'll be one of our sponsors here. But we
everybody needs one of these in their house.
It is amazing. It holds like whiskey, tequila, rum, gin, and vodka, and these separate glass containers that you fill them up with. And like Angie said, you pull out the drink. Oh, I want to have a Sazerac or an old fashioned or a gin martini or a Sex on the Beach or a rum runner. And and it literally, I mean, I have been like, there's no way this thing tastes like a rum runner. And it does with the coconut, and it's amazing. So good. So good.
So our friend Kim and Martin, that's what they gave us for our wedding gift.
Yep.
And then Martin, he does beautiful woodworking, and he made a beautiful cake stand for us.
Oh yeah, that thing is really nice.
Yes. So thank you so much for that, guys.
That is from his company name is called From Tree to Art.
Yes.
Yeah. It's very, very cool stuff.
Yeah. He is on Etsy, and I think he's in some of the adjective stores. I think he's in the Winter Park adjective store. He has some of his items on display in there.
Oh, nice.
But he does beautiful woodworking. So definitely suggest
some really high-end nice stuff. Yeah. Absolutely. It's really cool stuff.
And then I also did a surprise day with you.
She's the one that does. So this is what happened. Last year for Christmas, Angie, or 2 years ago, Angie got me. It was
2019 Christmas,
Angie got me this stack of cards, and you open one every month, and it has a little date idea, something we can do. Maybe it's a big thing. Maybe it's a small thing. Maybe it's out doing a bunch of stuff. Maybe it's movie night at home. But it's a really cool way to make sure you're doing, you're getting some time together.
And it's around it's supposed to be or I tried to plan it so it's like the 25th of every month. So that's like Christmas every month.
Oh, nice.
That's what it
I didn't even catch that part.
You didn't catch that? No.
But now we're finally able to go through it because, COVID had shut everything down.
Was closed,
Of course, now I don't know how long that's going to last, but it's been nice to do it again. Right.
So we did the Science Center.
Yeah, that was really fun. Hadn't been there in years.
Now, I will say, I forgot that it's summer.
Yes.
And that everybody takes their children there.
Yes. Now, I'm being authentic when I say it's really fun. And we have a good time everywhere, but we went and played with all the stuff. But when we first got there,
it sounded like somebody's being murdered.
It sounded like a bunch
kidnapped.
of people were being murdered. It was like, and we were both looking at each other,
Lordy.
screaming and tantrums. And I'm like,
it was bad.
They should serve alcohol in here.
It's real bad. Yeah. I was like, okay, maybe I changed my idea about date day. Because what I was trying to find is I know in the past, the Science Center does this really cool thing called the Science of Wine.
Yes.
And
it used to be called Cosmos and...
The Cosmos and the Cocktail.
Yeah,
Cocktails
like
and the
that.
Cosmos or something.
Yeah.
But now, they did this like Science of Wine, and I was trying to find that, but they weren't doing it. So I'm hoping they get back to that for like a cool adult night where there's no kids there for couples that just want to go with adults only.
I bet that was popular.
Yeah. And, but the, Cocktails in the Cosmos too, if they would do that again, that's where you go and you look in the, that you go into that, what's the dome thing that they have with all the,
the dome
thing.
The dome thing.
The dome thing where they do like the star, the galaxy.
The real steeped seating.
Astrodome?
Maybe.
Cinedome?
Cinedome sounds right. I don't know if it is, but it sounds right.
So we did that. And then just this past weekend, where did we go? Saw my girl crush.
Oh, we went to see Atlantic Alibi at the Wekiva Island.
On Friday night.
Friday night.
They played Friday and Saturday, but we went Friday night.
And they killed it as they always do. I mean, they killed it as they always do. And we're going to have them back on the show again.
We are. So they will be back at Wekiva Island August 21st playing. That's a Saturday. Right. So you guys, I'm telling you, if you want to check out some real talent, come join us at Wekiva Island on August 21st. I already have it in the calendar.
Yeah,
we're going.
Definitely.
And hopefully, maybe we'll reach out to them and maybe during the day before they perform, we can get them back on.
Oh, they'd be cool. It'd actually be cool to have them on the show the episode before, if possible, because then we could...
But they live in Jacksonville, though.
Oh, that's a little hard.
That's the thing.
That's a
it's
little
like
hard.
we got to get them on the show when they're already
while they're here. That makes
so. Well, if we can get them on the day of that they're going to perform, like in the morning or something, that'd be perfect.
Agree. But we do have, including Atlantic Alibi, and again, they are so good, and they nail so many songs so well.
They had some we haven't been for the past couple times they've been to the island, but they have some new songs in their set, like Jimmy Eat World and some new Journey songs, and they changed it up a little bit from what we're used to. You know what I mean? Adding just a bunch of new songs, and then Dan had like the background music in his
the tracks that he's got
tracks now. So that was great, guys. We really enjoyed it. So you guys check Atlantic Alibi out on their Facebook or Instagram. Just Atlantic Alibi, just like it sounds.
That's right. And we've got so many good guests coming up now. We have Patricio Solano coming from the Side of Chaos podcast.
The man of many faces.
So many things he does, but he's also the sort of... I don't remember the position. I'll have to look, but he's the marketing person for the Rise Up Women's Foundation. So we're going to talk about that and what they're doing to help.
It's Rise Up Woman.
Rise Up Woman.
I want to say women.
I do too.
But it's like you're talking to the woman. You're saying Rise Up Woman. So
it's the Rise Up Woman Foundation.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to say women's too. I don't know why, but I get what it's saying.
Yeah. It's more of like a statement to one person.
Yeah.
Instead of a group of people.
Like Rise Up Woman,
Like, come on. Yeah.
You got this.
You got this, yeah.
So it's, again, they're talking about domestic abuse and how they can help and how to help women that are going through that. So that's very exciting. Kitchen Killers again.
Yep. Kitchen Killers is coming up. Yep. And Kitchen Killers actually today just released, they have an album that recently came out and they have a music video.
On the day of this recording, today is the 1st, so it'll be available by the time you hear this.
It is on YouTube. So you can just scroll on over to or skip on over to their page, Kitchen Killers. That's Killers, Killaz, people.
As Billy would say, don't look up Kitchen Killers. That's a whole different thing.
You'll be disturbed.
You'll be disturbed. But they are so great, and if you don't know what they do, it is a really cool form of entertainment that anybody can have in their own home, and we'll leave it at that. But it is the coolest idea. We have a new business owner who has just started a confectionery or like a bakery coming on. So that'll be exciting. Maybe we can get some samples.
Is he bringing samples?
I'm hoping that he's
bringing.
Tell him
he can't come unless he brings samples.
I'm also working with the Apopka Chamber of Commerce to get some new guests on. So we've got there's
a lot of new businesses in Apopka. You know? And like I said, I'm always like searching for new businesses. There is a new coffee wine. They do coffee, wine, and plants. I think this is the coolest little concept. Because remember we went to the Handlebar in Mount Dora.
That place is so good, by the way. If you haven't been there, they make the best drinks ever.
Yeah, the best cocktails.
Fancy stuff.
But they have partnered with like a company that does plants, like indoor plants. And so remember they had all the plants for sale in the house that you can buy.
Is that what the coffee shop is doing?
So the coffee shop does that too. So they do coffee and like coffee, breakfast items,
right?
But they also do flights of wine. So instead of beer, they do flights of wine
in the coffee shop.
In the coffee shop,
that is amazing.
They have entertainment out back. It's dog friendly. I think it's dog friendly.
So this isn't this isn't a quiet little coffee shop. This is like a happening place.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be something really cool here in Apopka. It's called Propogate Social House. Okay. So the word social house just right there.
Sure.
So it's like this is a community. Like we want the community to come here and hang out.
And
be entertained, or have a drink together, have a coffee together. I'm sure they do have quiet time for people like writers who want to go in.
Yeah, that's what I was asking, because I'd like to go to coffee shops and write. Something about being away from the house, it's weird.
But I'm excited to go finally check it out.
Yeah,
I have
me too.
been corresponding with one of the owners there. There are 4 people that she's like, oh, do you want all 4 of us to come on the show? I'm like, oh, no, we only got room for 2.
We got room for 2.
Only got the setup for 2. So we got to pick 2 people to come on the show and talk about this new place. So I'm excited to have them on. Also talking about one of my favorite places in Winter Garden, because we love Winter Garden.
Yeah.
But I like natural skincare. And I discovered Wildflower by Jessica years ago.
Yep.
And she has all the natural skincare products. So her children go back to school soon. So after kids are in school, we're hopefully going to get her on the show too.
Oh, good. Yeah, you've been going there for a while, for sure.
I love them. And then we have a local artist coming too.
Eric.
Yeah. Do you remember where we met Eric?
I think. Hold on. I don't. Because I'm thinking of the other artist.
Okay.
I'm thinking of the guy who does the...
this is the wine barrel guy.
That's right. I do know where we met him. We met him at the Apopka Art and Foliage Festival.
Yes, we did.
Or Foliage Festival, as you would say. But
So Eric's going to be on this month, and he does really cool pieces made out of old, aged wine barrels.
Yeah, I mean, like really nice stuff, like end tables and coffee tables,
little serving trays, charcuterie boards, charcuterie boards.
Charcuterie boards.
Just say it the way I want. Damn it. But I'm excited for all the new businesses that we do have on. Guys, if you're interested in joining us for a little adult chit chat on the show, you can reach out now and say, hey, I have a cool story to tell.
Yeah. Don't have to have a business, don't have to be a business owner or a charity or a creator, an artist, just whatever. Yeah. If you feel like you have an interesting story, someone who does.
Yeah.
Come join us.
Show.
Yeah. Maybe we'll crack open that
Danjee.
Bartesian thing while you're here.
That's right. We will let you try a cocktail.
We can do a cocktail chat if you'd like. But you can find us on all social media at Fine and Danjee. That's DANJEE. We've changed our email address, though the old one still works, but you can email us at contact@fineanddanjee.com.
That's right.
Or you could call us, which is a last resort for most people, at 407 490-3899.
You got it. 407-490-3899. We know most people don't call.
Yeah.
So really, email is the best for us. I mean, that's the best way for me to kind of keep track of the conversation, because otherwise I'm doing Facebook Messenger and Instagram Messenger, and I'm like, I can't keep up. I need it all in one spot.
Yeah, but even if you start the conversation with us on social media, sometimes we'll switch it over to email just so we can keep track of it.
Yeah. But one of the things that we are going to keep the same in the show is that we're going to remind you, what are you doing to help those in your community?
Yes.
What are you doing to just make a difference in your community, in the world, and that can be anything from just being kind or, correcting some behavior about yourself that might, not be cohesive with making the community a better place, whatever it might be,
it's funny that you say it that way, because there is a skill that no one ever talks about. You're supposed to be true to yourself. You're supposed to help your community, but I read this recently somewhere. The skill that is very important to learn in life is how to have a likable personality, because you can stay true to yourself and you can, do everything that you feel is right and that you hold dear. But there is a thing to that, because
definitely,
because think about the people that you meet with. There's so many people that we meet with that have such a likable personality. That's a skill. So I don't know, it comes natural to some people. Some people I think have to work on it. But when you think about how you're helping people in your community, also try to do it in a pleasant way. Try to be pleasant and friendly and fun with each other, because that's, I've mentioned this before, but that's one of the biggest benefits from this show that I did not see coming. The sort of collateral friends that we've made and contacts we've made, and people that if they called us right now and said, hey, I need your help, we would go help them right away. And that's
and vice versa.
Yeah, of
they
course.
Would do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, look, not everybody's going to like you or just want to hang out with you all the time. And you don't have to change yourself like that. But I think we all should strive to, like you said, have a likable personality where people want to be around you or remember you because you were kind or nice.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
I mean, not that every single person you got to change yourself completely for. You know what I'm saying? But just in general.
And
people know if you are a kind person or not. Come on.
It sounds like we're doing some hippy dippy shit. I didn't mean to go this way, but
I like hippy dippy shit. Thank you very much.
But I do think that when we've had people that we've met and we're like, man, that person was just super likable. It's just there's something about people want to work with you. And like Angie said, you can be true to yourself. Not everyone's going to like you. Not everybody's going to gel together. I don't even know how I went down this road, but I just thought I just wanted to mention
what I said about, changing, kind of changing to better yourself for your community.
Yeah.
Or for those around you.
That is why.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why not? Like, we should always be changing.
Anyway, I agree. Evolving,
Still staying true to yourself, like you said. But there are ways to evolve yourself and still be the same.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you have 10 people that tell you that they've never talked to you because you don't smile.
Yeah.
Right? Like you just never are approachable looking.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to start being approachable. Maybe you want to smile. There's just those little quirks about ourselves that we can correct, and they take time. It's not like autocorrect. It's not going to happen instantly.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't we want to change that about
I agree.
ourselves? Unless you love that about yourself. You don't. I'm telling you.
You know what I think it comes from, though? Sometimes it comes from just someone being sour, but sometimes it comes from anxiety. People get social anxiety.
Of course.
You just got to put yourself out there, because what I have found in my life is the more you do, the more people will come running and then want to embrace you. And then, people, you want to help them. They want to help you. It's just, I've gone down a hippy dippy avenue again.
I like it.
So we're moving on. We're moving on.
And one of the things we are not getting rid of is that we're going to remind you that at the end of each and every day, it's all fine and dandy.
Thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it.
Thumbs up. No, thumbs down. Only thumbs up.
That's what they say, right? That's what they say. Thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you loved it.
What'd you do? You did a little...
I don't know what I did.
Don't do a thumbs down.
Thing. I just was saying the thing.
Should we point and say, subscribe? How do they do that in videos where they're like pointing at little things that they're putting up?
Right here.
Like, subscribe.
They do it just like this. Subscribe. Just like that. See how that thing popped up down there?
That little thing
just
right
like
there.
That.
Subscribe. Hit this little button.